what I'm going to show you and talk about is some silver proofs. And here we've got some nice silver proofs, which I'm going to get out in a minute and I'm going to show you. And we're going to talk about the con and the deception and the fraud surrounding silver proofs. So now we're going to the boxes open. Let's have a look at these lovely little coins. That one there's got a little mark on it. Now there's a question for you. If it comes from the mint with a mark on it, is that a coin that's marked and therefore should be cheaper, or is that a coin that's got an error because there's a mint damage or something? Got that on a couple of them. And there we have, and then in two different boxes. Look, let's just have a little quick look at the other coins. There's the old Peter Rabbit munching a carrot. Peter Rabbit munching a carrot again. This is Tittlemouse. Beautiful colours. I mean, you cannot take away, you know, when you see them in colour, much better than when you see them on the normal coin. So from that point of view, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Then we see, there's a funny thing here because you can see with the old certificate, if you look on the bottom of that certificate, it says maximum coin mintage 45,000, limited edition presentation 1500. And the limited edition is the maximum number of coins or sets of coins presented in this specific style that will be issued. So essentially you have, of the Peter Rabbit, you've got 45,000 that are in a proper Royal Mint box, and you've got 1,500 that are in a little black box. And the main difference, put that back in there, and the main difference is that. That's your main difference, is your little plastic bit that gives you a stand. That's your main difference. So 45,000 of these are made and 1,500 of those are made in that little box, Royal Mint box. And you'll notice that on some of these we've got, look at that, look, there's the Beatrix Potter, Peter Rabbit, the Royal Mint. And then that one that goes around the box, that's a bit different, look at that. Beatrix Potter and her little towels, Peter Rabbit, the World of Beatrix Potter attraction. Yeah, and that's where it sort of starts getting a little bit murky. So that's where it starts getting a little bit murky for me, because I look into it, and you know, I know we've got a lot of new customers now, and I know there's a lot of people out there that are just, on the one hand they're going, why do you carry on with this row with the mint and change checker? And there's other people going, what is this all about? Well, instead of me going over it again like I have done before, I mean, there's plenty of videos as to why I've got problems with the Royal Mint and change checker, and a huge amount of fraud and deception being one of them, monopoly, cartel, all that kind of stuff. And the thing is, it's been going on a long time. Just putting these things away. It's just been going on a long time. So now I'm going to talk about it with the old silver proofs. These silver proofs, they cost £50 wholesale. Now every dealer out there, every single person, every one of you that either wants to buy one of these and put it away because you're putting away something valuable, you're putting away something that's going to be worth money one day, you know, I mean, that is partly the reason for buying silver and gold, apart from the fact that it's pretty pictures and you want to get the collection and so on, but you're not paying the money that you're paying in order to collect something that you don't care whether it's worth tuppence or not. You are actually putting money into something that you think is going to go up in value. and it's going to go up in value in a reasonable way. Because if it didn't, no matter what it is, no matter whether you're buying a Hummel ornament or a Old Country Roses Royal Albert, or whether you're buying silver coins or Bunce coins, it doesn't matter. Whatever you collect, it really doesn't matter. What the point is, that whatever it is that you spend money on, that you collect, there are very, very, very few people that will collect something knowing full well that what they're collecting is valueless. We all collect something that we hope one day is going to be worth a little bit more money, don't we? And so when you're getting into the realms of silver and gold, now you got to, you're not just messing about with a couple of bobs. It's not like buying a program for £2. You want to know that when you start investing this money, you're investing this money, and it's actually it's a worthwhile investment, because, as I say, we no matter what you collect, what everybody wants is for it to go up in value faster than, say, putting that £100 in a building society. Otherwise, what's the point? If you can make more money out of putting £100 in a building society, why collect anything of value apart from something to do? Right? So you want to know that the money you're putting into stuff is actually, it's a worthwhile investment. That's what you want to know. You want to know it's a worthwhile investment, and you want to know you're not getting conned. Okay? So £50. Well, I don't know how much these are supposed to be wholesale, because the likes of me or you can't buy this wholesale. You can't buy this wholesale. This was packaged specifically for the Beatrix Potter shop. So are they saying that there's a maximum 45,000, of which 1,500 are these? Or are they saying there is a maximum 45,000 and 1,500 of these? Because that then makes maximum mintage of 46,500. You might not think that makes much of a difference. In them realms, it doesn't. There should never be a mintage of 45,000 in the first place. That is wrong. That is very wrong. And, you know, when you look at the Jeremy Fisher, for example, the Jeremy Fisher and the maximum mintage on a Jeremy Fisher is 40,000. Jeremy Fisher, silver, if you can see that, 40,000. Limited edition presentation, 30,000. So are we saying that there's 40,000 of them made, and there are 40,000 in this box, and 30,000 in this box? Or are we saying there's 40,000 made, 30,000 of which are this box, and therefore, because now you've got two lots of numbers. Now you've got numbers 1 to 30,000, 1 to 40,000. Is that not 70,000 silver? And it's interesting that there's more of these in this version. Again, only a slight thing, more of these in this version, just happens to be the hardest one to get hold of, and they make more of it in the silver. Things like this that you don't even pick up on in marketing. And then you get the marketing from Change Checker, and I would, without even seeing the letter, this is how confident I am, without even seeing the letter that they sent out advertising that coin, I'd put money on it that that letter intimated in some way that there was some kind of urgency that you needed to get on this and get one. And now this is 50 quid wholesale, these costs, 50 quid. That's for me, if I want to buy 100 of these, I don't get them any cheaper, I have to pay 50 odd quid each VAT and all of that, and delivery to get them over here, right, from Holland, who then order them from the mint, remember. That's another one of the arguments, is the fact that I have to order from Holland, I can't order from the mint, and Change Checker are just, you know, 20 minutes down the road from me, and they can get theirs next day, and I have to get mine 2 weeks behind and all of that. That's one of the reasons I come out of the package coins for a while, until I can get a better handle on how I can join in that game, because I don't like the rules of their game. So this makes a huge difference, because I've just bought a load of these for 25 quid each. 25 quid. One of you put me onto it. 25 quid. Each one of these. 25 quid. 25 quid. The hardest Peter Rabbit to get, 25 quid. Not the hardest Peter Rabbit, but the hardest one, you know, that year, because it was I think the one that's probably gone up the most in value for 2018 is the Peter Rabbit munching a carrot, I think. I might stand corrected, of course. So this is quite interesting, and this is quite serious stuff, because where does that price of 25 quid come into? Now, where did I buy them from? I bought them from the Beatrix Potter Shop, and the Beatrix Potter Shop is an official Royal Mint distributor advertised on the Royal Mint page. There's something dodgy in there. I've been saying there's something dodgy in there for a long time. The Beatrix Potter Shop, when you look into them, is owned by a property management company. Nothing to do with coins. But they've got this Beatrix Potter Shop, and they've got this deal going with the Royal Mint that nobody else can get. Again, nobody else can get. Part of the cartel, part of the monopoly, whatever's going on. Now, you might think, well, so what, Ian? They're just selling the stock off. Yeah, you could think that. But you see, that's where my brain, it's almost like a judder. It's almost like a car clonking into the next gear, or into, if you've ever done it, you're driving in third gear, and instead of going up in gear, you by mistake you go down a gear, and as you clonk down a gear, because you're going faster than you should to go down a gear, the car will judder, it will go like that, won't it? Right, and my brain does a bit of that. It's like, it's not, hang on, it's not right. There's something going out of cog here, there's something not right here. 25 quid each, reduced from £65 down to 25 quid. The retail on these should be £125. On any silver coin it should be £125 based on the wholesale price. So now we're into 25 quid. You can go and get one for 25 quid. And so there was like the Flopsy Bunny, I bought all they had. Taylor Grosso, I bought some of them. And I was going to buy all of the ones that they've got of this, the Peter Rabbit munching a carrot. I was going to buy the lot. I thought, that is, you just can't, even I can't walk away from an offer of something like that. You're talking half the wholesale cost, no VAT. Half the wholesale cost, no VAT, and probably free delivery. Can't beat it. So I started putting numbers in. 10. No, it's going to let me buy 10. 20. Yeah, it's going to let me buy 20. Blimey, they've got a few of these. 30. 40. 100. 150. Yeah, lets me buy them. 200. 300. 400. And then we start getting, no, you can only buy, because you've exceeded the quantity we've got in stock. Over 400 of these have they got in stock. Over 400. And again, you might think, well, so what? So, all right. So if you add up the total amount that they've bought, it's somewhere in the region of about 1,000, I imagine. They've got somewhere in the region of about 600, or they had somewhere in the region of about 600 left. And they've got them on half price at 25 quid. Now, if you're buying these for £50 each, and you then go and sell them for 25 quid, and you end up selling 500 of them at half the price that you paid for them, you're going to lose £12,500 lost. gone, poof. More than that, VAT, all the rest of it. You're going to lose a lot of money. So, 2 and 2 doesn't add up. I've bought them for that price. I've just had them delivered for that price. And I'm telling you, my customers, so that if you've got any money and you want to put some money into something that is, you know, you can't guarantee at the full retail price that you're ever going to make a profit, but at this sort of stupid price you can. Now, why have I bought them? I've bought them because I can't lose money. I'm going to do a couple of different things. One of the things I'm going to do is be putting these in raffles, and I know that I will clear double more for each raffle. So I will make my money on the raffles, and we've got silver after silver after silver after silver coming in the raffles. So I shall be putting them in the raffles. I'm also going to take a couple of these and I'm going to put them up for sale, and I'm going to put them up for sale at 125 quid as an experiment. I want to see how long it actually takes. How long will it take before they sell? I would put an estimate on it of about several years. I would expect to see that listed for several years and not sell. Not because it's not a nice coin, beautiful coins, they are absolutely lovely coins, but simply because of the greed and the fraud surrounding it, I don't expect them to sell. I remember when the Peter Rabbit 2019 came out, I sold £2,000 worth. I got an order for £2,000 worth. Got it, got done, sent them off, only to have them returned less than a month later because the person had gone and found someone selling them cheaper. Of course, you will find them cheaper because, you know, everything's at the higher price when it first comes out. But even I had no idea of how many silly bugger games that they play with our money, your money, my money, the mintage figures. They shouldn't be allowed, for a start, to mess about with the mintage figures on silver coins. It should not be allowed. You should be able, everybody should be able to feel safe in the knowledge that on a silver coin, maximum mintage is this much. On a gold coin, maximum mintage is this much. And not mess about with it, because it messes about with the values and it messes about with your money, my money, dealer's money, all for nothing but greed. It's just absolute greed that this has ended up at 25 quid and these have ended up at 25 quid. It is nothing more than greed and fraud and deception. Fraud and deception because of the marketing materials that they use, pretending that you really, really, really need to buy into these. Like I said, I'm going to put one of each of these up, and I'm going to put them up at 125 quid. And I'm certainly telling you not to buy them at 125 quid because they're overpriced at 125 quid. If things like this could cost 25 quid wholesale, then £25 times 2.5 takes the retail value to about 2.5, takes it to £62.50. Retail price £62.50 if you're buying it for 25 quid wholesale. If you're buying it for £50 wholesale, small time dealers like some of you and me never in a million years compete. And that's one of the things that I'm fighting for. I'm fighting to make the whole game fairer, to make, if they can buy it for less than 25 quid, then you dealers and me should also be allowed to buy it for less than 25 quid. But the deals, that the backroom deals that they've got on and the under the table deals that they've got on, that I've been calling them out for now for more than 2 years, and they've done absolutely nothing to shut me up. Absolutely nothing. I just get louder and louder and louder and louder. And so this is where the shares come in. The shares are the one area where we're going to be able to put pressure on them in. We can't put pressure on them any other way, like Change Checker. We can't put pressure on them any other way because we don't have the money. But we can put pressure on them by interfering with their money and by taking traffic. Traffic ain't theirs anyway, because people put the wrong name in, they put the wrong name in. Somebody puts .com in instead of .org, then that traffic doesn't belong to anybody. It belongs to whatever that person typed, even if they made a mistake when they typed it. They typed it. That's where they went. And it's my intention to take hundreds and hundreds of thousands of traffic like that, which we've already started doing. So that is where we will end up putting the pressure on, and we will end up coming through. If I make enough money on the shares, then I'll end up taking them to court anyway. But certainly the money on the shares will help us keep going in business, and will put pressure on the mint to eventually get round the table, as it will Change Checker to eventually get round the table and break this monopoly and break this cartel that's going on, and break all the illegalities and the fraud and the pretending to and the selling of bunts coins when they're not bunts, and the selling of silver when it's not silver, and you know, and all this aggressive marketing pretending something is really rare and you've got to buy into it when that's a load of old rubbish and you're being lied to. So we put enough pressure on, they will eventually come to the table when we cost them enough money. Anybody, no matter who you are, you'll come to the table if you're cost enough money. So that's where the focus is. And to put it in a nutshell, that's what I'm after. I'm after costing them both as much money as I possibly can, whilst increasing my own revenue, which is something I'm now starting to do. So if you haven't got any shares yet, please get some. If you know, I know it's a sales pitch, and and it's a shameless one, and I make no apologies for it. I've said for a long time, there is nobody like me that will take this fight to these people on behalf of coin collectors everywhere. I mean, I'll give up coins. It makes no difference to me whether what they do and all the rest of it for the rest of my life. But I got into this. I became part of this industry, and there is some nasty, horrible, dodgy, underhanded, vile dealings going on, and they need stopping if the coin collecting community is going to benefit. Otherwise, they will just rape the arse out of your wallets and purses. And they'll do it in a way that makes you think that you're getting a good deal, when in actual fact, you're not. There's no way any business, I can tell you, there is no way any business can afford to buy something for 50 quid and sell it for 25. Not in a million years could they do that on such a quantity and survive in business. Not unless someone's throwing an awful lot of money or something's going on somewhere. There's always something going on somewhere when things like that start happening. Okay, this is me, the Great British Coin Hunt. I've probably gone on for a little bit too long, sorry about that, but I just thought it was really important, and I thought you would want to know. Because as well as paying the bills and getting myself straight and one thing or another, this is part of getting myself straight. You know, if I sell more of those shares, I'm going to buy some more of these, as well as pay bills, because this is a no-lose gamble. If you cannot get better than 25 quid. I bought a few. I bought about £1,000 worth, and I took £1,000 worth of the share money and I put it into this, and that will then double, treble, or quadruple that with the raffles over the next 6 months by raffling these off. Gives me good raffle prizes to put up. And I should also sell a couple. But you know, if you've got some spare dosh, and it's dosh that you can literally spare and put away, don't put it away expecting to sell it for 100 quid now. It ain't going to happen. But that is something that's worth putting away. 25 quid, you put it away for 10 years, you bring it out and you sell it for 150 quid, 120 quid. Do you know what I mean? All right, so that's me. Get behind us. If you haven't bought a share already, please get one. We sold another 14 over the weekend of changechecker.org. And we've done some more of, oh no, they weren't all changechecker.org. There was 6 of Royal Mint TV and 8 of changechecker.org went over the weekend. So if you're not on it already, please get on it, please join us on it, and go and get yourself some of these silver proofs and put them away, because you cannot lose money at 25 quid. If I could afford it, I would buy every single one that they've got.